Doraemon gave Nobita a robot girlfriend. The robot girlfriend smiled slightly. Nobita's heart skipped a beat instantly. He was so excited he didn't know what to do. The beautiful robot in front of him was called Lily. Nobita blushed and nervously introduced himself. Sensing the moment, Doraemon decided to leave. He wanted the two of them to spend some time alone. Nobita ran after him. Do you really think a girl this pretty could like me? He asked. Doraemon reassured him. Don't worry, she's a robot girlfriend, and I programmed her to like only you. At that moment, Lily gave Nobita a gentle smile. Nobita was so overwhelmed that he fainted. Just then, Nobita's mom came in. She asked Nobita to run an errand and buy a few things. To help Nobita relax, Lily offered to go instead. Nobita quickly grabbed Lily's hand, apologizing and feeling embarrassed. Hearing this, Lily's heart soared. She kissed him lightly on the cheek. At this point, Nobita was completely head over heels in love. They sat together on a concrete pipe in the empty yard. Lily spoke softly to Nobita, saying he wasn't allowed to like any other girls. Nobita had completely forgotten about Shizuka at that moment, and quickly agreed to Lily's request. Just then, John and Sunio walked past the yard. Seeing Nobita with such a beautiful girl made them jealous. John immediately swung a baseball at Nobita. Luckily, Lily was quick and caught the ball with both hands. Fuming, she squeezed the ball until it exploded. She marched toward John and Sunio, looking fierce. Using both hands, she lifted them up. She slammed them to the ground, rubbing them back and forth. Helpless, John and Sunio ran away in defeat. Nobita praised Lily for being so strong. One second she looked fierce, the next she was smiling brightly. Lily said that no matter how strong her opponents were, she would always protect Nobita. At that moment, Shizuka came looking for Nobita. She invited him to her house to eat chocolate cake. Lily saw everything. Instantly jealous, she pushed Nobita aside. She glared angrily at Shizuka. Nobita had no choice but to try to pull Lily away, leaving a confused Shizuka behind. Lily scolded Nobita fiercely. Then she dragged him out to buy chocolate. Along the way, she fed him each piece of chocolate, one by one. Doraemon, who had just bought some dorayaki, saw everything. He told Nobita to try to understand Lily's behavior, but no matter if Nobita liked a celebrity on a poster or a cute little dog, Lily would immediately come and hit him. In the end, Nobita returned home covered in bruises. He was then scolded relentlessly by his mom. Seeing her boyfriend get bullied, Lily got angry. She swung a punch at Nobita's mom. Luckily, Nobita pushed her away just in time. Lily's punch shattered the fence of their house. She turned angrily toward Nobita and his mom. The two of them trembled in fear at her presence. Just as it seemed like things were about to get out of hand, Doraemon rushed over and pressed the switch on Lily's bow. Everyone finally breathed a sigh of relief. That night, Nobita asked Doraemon if there was a robot that was both obedient and well-behaved. Doraemon said that a good robot like that would be very expensive. Looking at lonely Nobita, Doraemon made up his mind. It seemed it was time to sacrifice himself for his buddy.
のび太さん起きて。ねえ、お友達になって。こっちへ来ないで。
Nobita put the invisible person eye drops into his eyes, but standing in front of the mirror, he felt puzzled. Why hadn't his body become invisible yet? He guessed that maybe only he could see himself. So Nobita wanted to check with his mom, but his mom wasn't at home. Strangely, her shoes were still inside. He didn't pay much attention and decided to first go to John's house to steal his comics. Nobita walked out of the house, but he found the streets completely empty. He couldn't help but think how rare this situation was. Suddenly, Nobita heard a noise nearby. Just as he was about to check, he was knocked to the ground by some mysterious force. Nobita still didn't understand what was happening. Then, a bag floated past him out of nowhere. He thought he was hallucinating. Later, Nobita went to the park, but even stranger things were happening there. An empty seesaw moved up and down by itself, and a nearby swing, with no one on it, swayed back and forth on its own. After that, Nobita noticed smoke coming from Sunio's house. He hurried over, but it turned out to be smoke rising from the charcoal under the barbecue grill. Nobita thought Sunio was too careless. Without supervision, it could easily catch fire. Then Nobita picked up a skewer and started eating it. He even kindly helped Sunio put out the barbecue fire. But just as Nobita had extinguished the fire, he suddenly got splashed in the face with water. It turned out that the invisible person eye drops Nobita had used before weren't actually invisibility drops at all. They were cannot see drops. After using them, everyone else could see you, but you couldn't see anyone else. When Nobita had tried to find his mom, she had actually been right in front of him, he just couldn't see her. Everything outside was perfectly normal. The streets were full of people. He fell because someone accidentally bumped into him. The floating bag was just someone walking by. The same went for the park. The seesaw that seemed to move by itself had people playing on it. The swinging swing had Shizuka on it, but Nobita wanted to study it closely and lay there watching, making Shizuka embarrassed and angry. The same thing happened at Sunio's house. The family was happily grilling food, and Nobita just grabbed their skewers and ate them, even putting out their charcoal fire. Sunio was so angry that he splashed water in his face, but this silly Nobita didn't notice anything wrong. He even planned to use his invisibility to sneak into John's house and steal comics. At that time, John was at home, reading comics and listening to his own singing. As soon as Nobita entered, he first turned off the speakers. Then he picked up a book from the floor. Seeing that John hadn't reached the last page, he felt relieved. He casually grabbed some snacks nearby and started eating. In the last page of the comic, Nobita had drawn John as a gorilla. John saw it and instantly got furious. Nobita calmly took out an eraser, and in front front of John, erased the drawing. After erasing, he blew the eraser crumbs onto John's face and then walked out confidently. John, fuming with anger, chased after him. He pushed Nobita to the ground, then started punching and kicking him. Meanwhile, Doraemon realized that Nobita had used the wrong eye drops. He hurried back home. He found Nobita lying on the ground, bruised and battered, muttering that he felt strange, like he had just been beaten up. Nobita smeared himself with the inverted cream. From that moment on, cold things felt hot to him, and hot things felt cold. After applying it, he crawled into the kotatsu, and instantly, it felt as cold as a freezer. Then Nobita opened the window. The cold wind hit his body, and suddenly he felt warm all over. So Nobita stripped off his clothes, and went outside wearing only his swimsuit. A chilly wind blew across the park, and Shizuka felt it was even colder than this morning. Even the strong and sturdy John was starting to struggle. At that moment, Nobita appeared in front of everyone, shirtless. Shizuka asked, "Aren't you too cold?" John and Sunio snorted, assuming Nobita was just showing off. But Nobita shot back, "Showing off? Only weaklings wouldn't dare do what I'm doing." Hearing that, John and Sunio instantly got angry. They stripped off their shirts on the spot, flexing their muscles proudly. But as soon as the cold wind hit them, they were shivering all over, yet stubbornly claimed they weren't cold at all. Then Nobita pulled out a bunch of watermelons and ice cream, saying, "A real man eats ice cream in this weather to cool down." Sunio nervously took a few bites of watermelon, his whole body freezing up, but Nobita ate with delight. John, wanting to save face, showed off by eating 2 ice creams at once, instantly feeling the chill penetrate his body. Eventually, they couldn't take it anymore, and quickly put their clothes back on. Just then, light snow began to fall. When the snowflakes landed on Nobita's nose, he felt a fiery sting. Doraemon felt the same way. Thanks to the inverted cream, the snow felt like tiny flames, burning their bodies. Soon, both were covered in burn marks. Doraemon suggested they hide for a while, so they crawled into a concrete pipe, but the snow kept falling harder. John and Sunio had already gone home. Looking at the snowstorm around them, Nobita and Doraemon realized they couldn't go out. If they did, the snow hitting them would instantly kill them. But staying still wasn't an option either. As the temperature dropped, they felt like they were about to overheat. The leftover stuff on the park field became their last hope. So Doraemon walked home on stilts, carrying Nobita, and holding a table above his head. By dusk, exhausted, they finally reached their doorstep. As soon as they got inside, they rushed to the bathroom, eager for a hot shower to cool down. Nobita's mom shouted, "The water's too hot. You can't get in yet." But they ignored her and jumped straight in. The next second, screams pierced the bathroom. When Nobita's mom walked in, she was shocked. The water was so hot that, paradoxically, thanks to the inverted cream, they felt completely frozen, turned into ice blocks. Today, Nobita got praised by his teacher. Hearing this, Doraemon wanted to see the miracle with his own eyes, so he pulled out the real-life video recorder. He pressed the start button, and the next moment, the teacher appeared in Nobita's room. Then, placing a hand on Nobita's shoulder, the teacher praised him again. After finishing, the teacher froze for a moment. Looking puzzled, he left Nobita's house. This was exactly how the real-life video recorder worked. It could replay past events for us exactly as they actually happened. Nobita was amazed. He wanted his mom to see him being praised as well. Doraemon used the real-life video recorder again. Before long, the teacher came running over once more. In front of Nobita's mom, he praised Nobita again. Once finished, the teacher laughed. Nobita's mom was thrilled. She couldn't believe her son had actually done something impressive. Next, Nobita wanted Shizuka to see him being praised. As soon as he arrived at her doorstep, he started the video recorder. Once again, the teacher appeared. In front of Shizuka, he praised Nobita again. Shizuka was completely stunned. Afterward, Shizuka's mom invited Nobita inside. She even offered him some cookies she had baked herself. Nobita asked, "Shizuka, do you get to eat cookies this good every day?" "No, only occasionally," she replied. "Then what did you eat yesterday?" Shizuka paused, trying to remember. Nobita grew curious. He decided to use the real-life video recorder to find out. He turned it on. The next moment, Shizuka stood up uncontrollably. She walked into the kitchen and opened the fridge. Then she grabbed something and happily walked out. It turned out she had eaten a popsicle yesterday, but as Nobita went outside, he realized that Shizuka was gone, so he decided to go upstairs to check. When he went upstairs, he got a big surprise. Shizuka was lying on the floor, fanning herself because she was so hot. When she realized what was happening, she blushed furiously. Angry, she slapped Nobita. Soon, Nobita returned home. Just then, Nobita's dad also came back. Excited, Nobita wanted his dad to see him being praised too. Before long, the teacher arrived. Nobita looked up eagerly, full of hope, but instead, the teacher scolded him and told him to stand in the hallway as punishment. Nobita was instantly dumbfounded. Doraemon picked up the video recorder and checked. It turned out Nobita had set the wrong time. The teacher had told Nobita to stand outside for half an hour. "No problem, right?" he asked. Nobita's mom and dad said it was fine. Nobita felt like crying.